we convinced him to send us over here for a couple of days.
It's a Twickenham now?
Yeah,
Going around.
Thursday, same as usual.
How you find it? Good. Hot.
Tough training, that is it?
It's not where it's starting. You get kind of used to it. I don't know, it's weird.
Okay.
I know. I got brain freeze.
Brain freeze.
Hot Barry. I suppose when you go out to start the session, doing the warm up and all, you're swelter, and you find as you go along though, you get kind of used to it, and have to do a few strategies in place to adapt and stuff like that. So, it's been good, it's been challenging, but I suppose it's something we have to get used to.
Jacob, do you feel you're getting used to the heat at this stage?
Yeah, definitely. I'd say the first couple of days out here was pretty tough and pretty, the heat really made a difference, but after you've trained it a couple of times, you do get used to it, and yeah, it's a good kind of tester for what it's like coming back in Japan.
You've had some fairly intense sessions. Does the heat become a factor in terms of your recovery?
Yeah, I think after the session's over, you need to cool down real well, and obviously, the times that you're not training, you need to be smart. Not sitting out in the sun and getting roasted, and getting your recovery protocols done like you would in a normal match week.
This week feel any different with a big trip to Twickenham at the end of it?
Yeah, I suppose it's second pre-season game. A few lads are going to have their first run out of the season, and I suppose you have to make that distinction that we're not here. It's a hard training week, and we're going home at the weekend. We have a big game the weekend, and I think everyone's excited. And it's tough the work we're doing, but hopefully there's an end result to it.
How does it feel for you looking forward to the World Cup now compared to 2015 when I guess you were the young and up-and-coming guy in the province?
Yeah, I suppose I was trying to force my way into contention in 2015. I suppose looking back on this stage 4 years ago, I still didn't have a cap. I got my first cap the second last warm up against Wales. So I suppose 4 years on, you hope you're a little bit wiser and a bit more self-assured of where you are and what you can contribute to the team.
Obviously, it's over a week since the first game. I mean, did that whet your appetite for watching the other guys get the hit out?
Yeah, absolutely. I think pre-season's been it's been tough and enjoyable and challenging. At the same time, it's you love playing rugby and it's what you've done since a kid. So I think everyone's sort of rare.
The balance of positions.
Yeah, so look, he has a lot more experience at Loosehead than what I did. Before it was my second cap came on Loosehead against England. So he knows what he's doing a bit more at Loosehead than I probably do. So I'll probably stick to the church and Wetzer and the lads in Kidder and stuff. Give them the tutorials.
Yeah. Sorry, that's an early one, but has the law treat changed anything for you guys in terms of how you're prepping for what you're seeing from other games?
Yeah, we're taking the law, by the letter really in terms of the scrummaging laws.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose we're planning for that. As we're scrummaging to the letter of the law, and it's a law change. It'll be interesting to see how it develops over, also obviously the last 2 weeks, but I suppose looking ahead into World Cup as well.
How different does it feel? I don't know if you guys were wrestling prior to most teams not wrestling head against the opposition. Is it very different with a bigger hit maybe? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I suppose I haven't played a game, so I just the way we've been training is again to the letter. So no head contact, ear to ear. It's strong binds. Teams tend to have the feet under a small little bit, whereas before you would have seen second rows coming up off two knees, and it was nearly a head pushing contest on other people's shoulders to see who got to go forward. And once you have that little eke of go forward before the set call, even it's very hard to come back from it. So hopefully it leads to a cleaner scrummaging contest and also a safe one as well.
Jamie, you still getting slack later? Has that worn off?
Yeah, no, I have.
No, the tide's starting to turn actually, so it is. Yeah, starting to get a few more compliments. Like,
Who's behind it?
not many lads to be honest. Ficky's behind me.
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
How do you feel like going back to Twickenham? Obviously, last time you were there was a special day, and obviously very short for yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, pretty good memories of Twickenham. But at the same time, like that's a long time ago now, so it is. So yeah, I'm just excited to get back into playing rugby. You know, I haven't played in a couple of months back. You know, after pre-season. So yeah, I'm just excited about the opportunity and getting kind of stuck into it really.
Does it all kind of feel more real now in terms of the World Cup? Obviously 3 weekends and then you're on your way.
Yeah, I think so. Like, you know, at the start of pre-season, you're kind of going, yeah, I've got a lot of running to get through before I even think about going to the World Cup. But no, like it's come up very, very quickly, and it's becoming a proper reality that in less than a month we'll be in Japan, which is like it's just dead exciting.
You were there a couple of years ago, weren't you?
Yeah, that was the first camp.
How did you feel being over there? Kind of cultural change.
To be honest, the first couple by the end of it, like I was loving it. So yeah, I'm really excited about going back.
What would you say? What like it's like just so different, or?
Yeah, that's exactly it. You know, like everything they do everything differently to the way it's done in Ireland, and yeah, like it's just it's a big cultural shock. But I suppose like once you get used to that, like I really enjoyed it, and it's just a really cool like place to be and explore.
Having played in those conditions, the humidity and all that, you feel the benefit of being here?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is like probably not even as warm as it was the last time we played in Japan. Obviously that was in June, so it was probably a bit warmer than this time around. But yeah, like it's just very hot, very humid. So yeah, getting this kind of training in and in this weather, like to help, it really does help. Kind of just acclimatise you to working in these conditions.
So keep an eye on the other like rugby championship and stuff like that, and if so, would you go along with the feeling that it's a very open World Cup, that there's a lot of good strong contenders in it?
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Like obviously look at New Zealand, like they're going to be probably the favourites in most people's eyes, and they obviously showed that at the weekend. With a kind of bounce back from Australia, but everybody's beat like every game in that competition. Pretty much every game has been very, very competitive, and obviously Australia are coming into form. South Africa are looking good, and Argentina, are a really competitive side as well. Like they've, if it hadn't been for that TMO decision at the weekend, like they would have beat South Africa. So yeah, like all teams are going to come into form in the World Cup, and yeah, I think it's going to be really competitive.
Have you been to Japan?
Haven't been to Japan, no.
What's on your head? So off the pitch.
Don't know. I haven't probably planned too much ahead really. To be honest with you, I suppose get out and about and I suppose explore and see what you can find, and the lads have been there before, so hopefully relying a few good hints from them, and I suppose you're thinking the beef really, aren't you? The Kobe and the Wagyu, and the sushi as well. I wouldn't be as big of a sushi fan as Conor Murray, who seems to be there 3 times a week in sushi restaurants, but see what it's like. Yeah,
good viral, I guess, go and see another part of the world, which
yeah, absolutely. And I suppose we're not there on holiday either, but at the same time you still get to travel around and see lots of different cities, and usually on a days off here, maybe on a Wednesday and a Saturday game, say the backroom staff here, Sinead Bennett and Jerry Carmody usually put together 4 or 5 different activities that are pre-planned and booked, that you can just hop on, and usually the top quality stuff, so you get to see and experience, I suppose, really different and cool things.
Now that you're doing more rugby stuff on the pitch, well, obviously everyone's excited to see what Joe has in store. Does it feel like there's a lot different about how you're going to play in the World Cup, or is it a case of doing what you did well before?
No, I think Joe's got a plan that he's had for kind of as long as I've been in, and it's about being excellent in everything we do. That's the kind of message that we've been throwing out there. I know for seasons now, but that hasn't really changed. Like every player being on top of his detail, and just there's no real kind of out there tactics that that's going to be what wins the World Cup. What we're planning for is just playing well and doing what we do well, I suppose.
Yeah. Think kicking's going to be big in this one?
It's hard to tell. Probably we look at like England, Scotland, they're two teams that do like to kick a lot, and obviously our kicking game is very good as well. So I think there's going to be a fair bit of kicking in this competition, but to be honest, it's really hard to tell what's going to come.
You said before you wouldn't mind giving the fullback a go. Had you been running at 15 at all?
I haven't done anything fullback yet, but I'm still open to it.
Okay.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Lovely.